Gettysburg Museum of History Studios. You're listening to Addressing Gettysburg.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for our second patron-exclusive Get Out of the Car tour. That's right. You've got to be one of Addressing Gettysburg's Patreon members to go on this tour. But we're going to talk about Major General Daniel Edgar Sickles and his Silly Sally Fourth. That's what I like to call it. His Silly Sally Fourth. That's right. It's on August 15th, like I said. Lewis Trott is the licensed battlefield guide who is putting this together here, and joining him is Eric Houston. He is the guy who did all of the fancy footwork that I didn't have to do this year in getting permits applied for and all of that jazz. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very welcome.
It's good to be back.
It's been so long since I've seen you. Okay, so
how you been?
I've been wonderful. I've been really great. Thanks for asking. Summer's been treating me well.
It's too cold though.
It is really cold.
I don't know what's going on, man.
I don't either, but
you've warmed up.
I've warmed up because I keep doing this. You know,
that's how you get a rash.
Yes. What? Okay, so Lewis, let's say last month. And by the way, thank you to everybody who came out last month. Man, the turnout was bigger than the month before, and that was patron only. By the way,
it's crazy how many.
And you make it exclusive. Everybody's like suddenly, hey man, I got to join Patreon in order to be a part of this gang. Okay, and we are a gang. We are a gang. Mess with us, and you'll see.
Start snapping our fingers and walking down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're AG all the way from your bar mitzvah day to what is it? How does it go?
I don't know, but you're snapping your fingers pretty good.
I feel like that is the most gang you can get.
I thought you were going to say something else.
We'll have a fight dance.
Anyway,
Sickles.
Yes.
Last one, Barlow.
So this one, last one was Barlow, and people really loved it, and the patrons appreciated it. This one here, Daniel Sickles, another controversial person, more controversial, I would say, than Channing Barlow.
We talked about that last month.
Yeah, and we did. We really got into that, and a couple people almost got in a fist fight.
Yeah, Peter showed up and berated Lewis.
And I showed him how wrong he was.
Yeah,
his legs.
But then they had a beer afterwards at the Farnsworth House. It was fun.
Yeah.
But this time we're talking about Dan Sickles. Dan Sickles, I'm kind of actually indifferent on Sickles. I'm kind of sick of hearing about him. Number one. Number two, you either love Sickles or you hate Sickles. I don't know a lot of people who are with me in the indifferent camp. And the only reason I'm in the indifferent camp is he did what he did 163 years ago or whatever it is. And there ain't no change in it. So you could argue this, you could argue that. It's just let's accept that he did it and move on with our lives.
I'm with you, actually.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I'm just kind of sick of it. Like, what are you arguing over?
But he's such
an asshole.
He was an ass about it.
I wasn't going to say that. He's horrible. He's a horrible person. But
no, he was.
His actions have such a cloud over everything that happens in the afternoon evening of July 2nd.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
No, he created a catastrophe.
As a tour guide who gives tours to people, it's their first time here and they're not talking in depth like we are. He provides us with great stories and people like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I always say, I'm going to give you information about this guy. At one time, he claimed he was temporarily insane. I will give you all the information I can. At the end, you decide whether it was temporary or it was really permanent, and he just didn't know it. It's up to you. And it goes on until I talk about the black fence around the copse of trees and the one that separates the cemeteries. And that's how, once I start in on Sickles, that's where it ends.
Yeah.
When we get there and see the fence right here, it's a witness fence. Witness to murder in 1859. You know how I got here? That crazy guy.
I think I might have heard that on a tour or two.
Yeah, sure.
It's that fence and then the fence that separates the cemeteries.
Yeah.
And so he's the gift that keeps on giving. During this tour, however, when people talk about Sickles, where do they do it from? Anybody?
We don't know where we're going to do this one yet from.
Why not?
Because we don't
because
know yet.
only the patrons will know. Yes. But we're going to do it from a top secret, unique
I can't
location.
talk about that.
Well,
you can, but only to the patrons.
We are going to do this from a unique different perspective than what has been done in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's what we're going to do.
Go ahead. Tell us where.
So we use I can't hear it now.
Can we stop? That hurts.
I'm freezing.
You didn't know if that was your tinnitus or if that was. No, we're going to do it from a place where where it isn't customarily done from. We'll put it like that. Like Eric said.
So the idea is, was it a good move? Did he have a point saying the line you've assigned me, I don't know where it's at, wink, wink. Mm-hmm. And it's not the best area because I have obstructions in front of my would-be line. No proper fields of fire for both men and artillery. And so that spot out there looks better. And I don't want the Confederates getting there first.
No.
Because they're going to throw their cannon shells at us.
Yes.
So I want to stop them. Problem is you didn't stop them.
No.
You kind of fit.
And they ended up getting the ground anyway.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So all you did was sacrifice, 45% of your core?
Fine.
And how many other corps?
Yeah.
Well, so the questions that we want to at least ask in the beginning to get us going are, could Major General Sickles have properly defended his assigned line, or was his movement forward a necessary tactical move? Of course, basic question that we all are asking, and that's really what people are still debating today. Was the risk of breaking the Union line worth the gambit of seizing the Peach Orchard and altering Confederate operational plans? So those are the two big ones, but I'm sure people that are joining us are going to have questions of their own to pose to the crowd. The way things have been going for the last, four? This is the fourth one. So
this is the fourth one.
The last three tours have been, we start with these questions, but man, you guys, you like come in with your own, like a runaway train, never coming back. But you're the right way on a one-way track. That's a tongue twister. But no, it's been going great because everybody's been asking questions that they've had to the crowd. It's not like they're asking Lewis, hey, Lewis, did Sickles have 12 people on his staff, or how many people?
Well, when the person asked that and after I slapped him down, everybody got the message.
So from that point on, everybody was like, oh, we'll ask everybody else questions. So we're asking the group questions. We're all having discussions. It's a lot of fun. And that's what we're going to do here. Major General Daniel Sickles, of course, this is for patrons only. And we'll get back to it being open to the general public in September. But right now, we're spending a little time, like we did back in June, with our putties, our pals, our best friends, the patrons, the people who support us, keep us going.
I think
yes,
we talked about way back when, it was several months ago, during our first tours preview.
Can you remember that one? Yeah, that was.
I remember it was cold that day. It was freezing. I haven't gotten warm since.
No.
Still. But we talked about the importance, if you're really interested in this and you're reading about it, the importance of actually being on the field at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
And then matching it up with your reading. You can read all day long that Sickles is unsatisfied with his proposed line. He sees the Peach Orchard. That looks like a better line. Have you ever stood there and looked?
Right.
What are the problems
that
he's trying to convey to Meade?
I think with Sickles' movement, and this will hopefully come out in the discussions because I think it elicits a lot of talking points. Nothing that I know of in the little bit that I study on stuff changes more about what everybody had planned to do than what Sickles did.
Yeah.
So like Sickles doing what he did changed obviously what the Union had to do, how they reacted, but it changed what the Confederates did. Now, we don't know. You can't counterfactual. You can't, if the Confederates actually attacked up this way, then all these other things could have happened. But you open up that whole can of worms that you can never know. But anyway, what he does changes so much about the battle. We argue it because we say it was a terrible movement. He could have lost the whole war for the Army, the Army of the Potomac. But at the same time, his movement kind of helped the Army of the Potomac because it screwed up what the Confederates wanted to do, and they had to change their plan. Then did that put them in a position that was weaker? Yeah, they still had they came very close in many instances to breaking through, but the Union reacted and took care of it. So it worked out okay in the end, but But again, I guess what my point is, what I wanted to get to is, if you look at it from where he made the decision, why did he make the decision? How did he get to that decision? What things affected it? And as we've talked about throughout all of our tours, every month, it is about the decision points. What did they do to get to those decisions? Why did they make them? And when you just alluded to it, Lewis, when you are there at that position, seeing what they saw, and then try to get yourself into their shoes. Why did they make that decision? We'll never really know, because there's a million different things that go. But seeing it at least gets you that little bit closer to being able to talk about it, think about it, discuss it, because there's going to be a million different things to talk about here, and that's what we want from the attendees. That's what we want from the patrons. Let's talk about those things.
And like I said, it creates this cloud over the entire evening of the second day, from the start of the fighting to the end. And I'm not saying it's a dark cloud, but it's
gunpowder.
It is. You could probably make an argument. I'm not doing it right now, but you could make an argument. It is the most consequential decision made of any of the 3 days.
Sure.
Everything that happens post I'm going to move out on July 2nd is predicated on that advancement. Everything that happens is a result of him moving out.
Yep.
I think the more popular decision that predominates everything is Lee's decision to go forth with Pickett's charge. But that's the thing people know. But when you study the battle and you have more in-depth knowledge of it and you really understand what's going on, it's just not, oh, yeah, I've heard of Pickett's charge. Most famous assault in American history, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. But the most consequential decision made at any point of the 3 days fight is Sickles moving forward. Mm-hmm. One corps commander. And because it affected everything. And that fighting on July 2nd is much greater than Pickett's charge. Pickett's charge is the most popular thing that happened. But the fighting on July 2nd is the heavy lift day. More men are engaged, more casualties than either the first or the third.
Right.
So
I mean, if it wasn't for Sickles moving out, I would not have been standing on top of Little Round Top 6 months ago, taking pictures,
freezing
in free. There is no Devil's Den. There is no Little Round Top. Most likely, we don't know for sure, but most likely, there's no wheat field. None of that stuff takes place. It all likely would have gone down much differently.
And what we do know is because of Sickles, that's why we know about those. Those places became pronouns.
Yeah.
The Peach Orchard is a pronoun.
The Peach Orchard.
Without Sherfy, it's the Peach Orchard. It's a pronoun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what pronouns mean anymore. So I don't, is that a pronoun?
You get to pick whatever you want it to be.
Is it a proper noun?
You can pick.
Pronoun. You got to capitalize the letters.
Proper noun.
Pronoun.
No, proper noun.
Yeah, pronoun is
he,
it's
she.
the word that describes a noun.
No. What is wrong with you? A pronoun is he or she. A proper noun is capitalized.
Yeah, you're right.
So the Peach Orchard is the name. So it's a proper.
English math, overrated. Way overrated. Cool kids hang out in the history class. You don't have to spell properly.
An adjective describes
an adjective,
noun, right?
yes.
An adjective. Okay.
Oh my God. Adverb modifies one.
Okay.
Sweet Jesus.
I'm realizing now why everyone here is a Getty's nerd in history. It's 'cause you all sucked at everything else.
Me? I'm the one calling them out on it.
Where did I go to school? Frederick Douglass High School, Prince George's County, a population of 3. You're surrounded by tobacco fields. Yeah. I'm lucky I'm here.
Oh my God. Population of 3, none of them
smart
teachers.
enough for the other branches.
Well, it is what they say, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if they say that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need crayons.
It's the Marines. Yeah. Right. They eat the crayons. Yeah.
So anyway, come be ready to let's not argue. Let's have a healthy
Who cares?
discussion.
Don't come here and start talking pronouns and nouns and adverbs and we don't care about that. Although I do, and that is a proper noun. Is what we're talking
all right.
about.
I'll go with that.
Right.
That'll be the password to get in. There's passwords to get in these, right?
That's
it's going to be you have to be able to describe.
But we won't tell what it is.
No, we're not.
This is going out.
So they've got to give the right pronoun.
And by the way, Tad has been out there diligently videotaping these. And, Tad is known for wearing his red hooded sweatshirt. And he even wears it in the dead heat of June, July, August.
Is
and
the red,
people,
is that his thing?
That's his thing.
Oh, yeah.
And he
Ken
wears
Rich
it.
have a problem with
he
that?
wears it.
I've never seen it without it.
This is the problem, Tad. We might have to get you a different color because there's already a man. And now that you're in our little world, there's a guy who's known as the red shirt guy. And that's Ken Rich. And it's got people are going to think you're copying, and you don't even know who he is. And that's the thing is, Tad's been wearing that since high school.
Since middle school.
Birth.
Middle school.
Birth.
Same hoodie?
You're like Kenny. You're Kenny on South Park.
He was born. They wrapped him in his first red hoodie. His mother
put the hoodie
swaddled
over your
him.
head and close it over your face. So
No.
He was swaddled in that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, my point is that the audience is really starting to love Tad, and they can't believe that he doesn't pass out from heat exhaustion. And also, that's probably why, because it is a uncharacteristically cold June and July so far. And but also the other thing I want to tell you, in case you haven't been watching all of our promos every month that we put out, we're doing tours differently. This is the anti-tour tour. In other words, you, the audience, the tourist, whatever you want to call yourself, the visitor, are equal to the tour guide, our friend Lewis here. Perhaps even a little more important, because Lewis,
They know what a pronoun is.
You guys know what a pronoun and a proper noun are.
They could probably add too. Neither of which I can do.
Maybe you can even tie your own shoes without getting on the floor.
See, that's another problem. Yeah.
There was a whole discussion about slip-on shoes 6 months ago.
6 months ago, yeah. Anyway, we're putting the people, the audience,
less tour, more discussion.
Yes, it's more of a discussion. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you think about these things. We want you to explore with us, help each other learn, help yourself learn. It's going to be fun. It has been fun. It has been tremendously fun and very successful, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people say, I can't wait to see who's going to copy your format first. And I say, oh, I know who. And they won't be able to do it half as good because it's not genuine, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, yes, that's what it is. August 15th, we will see you there once you become a patron and sign up for the exclusive super secret information, the top secret information. Where are we going to meet? And how do you get to stay once you show up? What is the secret password?
The password is...
The password is giant. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But that's it for us here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tad, for your due diligence in the back there with the cameras. Thank you, Eric, for putting this all together. Thank you, Lewis, for coming up with the wonderful topics that we're going to be discussing this year, that we have been discussing this year.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And thank all of you for watching. Thank you to the patrons who came to the last month's tour and those of you who are going to come to this one. I know so many of you will show up that and have shown up that I'm not going to regret making this exclusive. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. See you on the field.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer and the boys will shout. The ladies, they will all turn out and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give the hero 3 times 3, hurrah, hurrah. The laurel wreath is ready now to place upon his loyal brow, and we'll all feel gay when